Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Exeggutor. Today we're talking about one of the hottest new Pokemon sweeping across Reg Age, and that is none other than the Gen 1 Pokemon Exeggutor. Why is Exeggutor doing so good right now? First off, Expanding Force is one of the best Expanding Force users. Special Attack 125, and another Pokemon that has that good Special Attack, Armouge. These two are on the same level. And we're just going to kind of go over why Exeggutor is kind of seeing some great usage. First off, you're normally seeing stuff like Life Orb on it, using it off of the Terra type, like Psychic, but there's also many other items you can run. It's kind of versatile, but you're mostly just looking to do good damage, and Psychic nails that with Expanding Force, but also you can see moves such as Energy Ball, if you really want a Solar Beam, but you're also seeing Expanding Force, Energy Ball, Trick Room is another good one, and then say Protect. This is about what you're seeing, and then you're usually seeing them kind of be a bit of a weird spot. So you're usually going long special attack, and you're actually usually going to try and outspeed Dragapult. Dragapult is the fastest Pokemon in this format, so you're actually most of the time going for trying to pass 194 after like a speed boost, so you have to hit about 197, so about 98 speed is where you're at, and then you can like put the rest into bulk. So the main goal of this is what I'm going to say is about something you can do. Sure, you can also go slower. You can also go really slow and try to underspeed and Trick Room, but I think Exeggutor is a bit better at this fast, because though you're also actually pretty slow in the format, and if say the other team says Tailwind or they're a generally fast team, it can still be a good Trick Room sweeper, but it's also under a sun, because Chlorophyll doubles Pokemon speeds and double. If you get, say, a Torkoal, which also loves being on these Trick Room teams, suddenly you can have a very good Pokemon to set your Exeggutor to outspeed Dragapult and do good damage, especially with other Pokemon set up, such as Indeedee Male, which is great on these teams because Psychic Surge and being another offensive threatening Pokemon. Say with the Choice Scarf, and you can do some really threatening things if they say don't have Wide Guard, and you can have double Expanding Force, and just be really threatening for Psychic damage. Of course, you could also say, be a different. You can run Indeedee Female, and try to go for some Follow Me Trick Rooms. Like, you can be a bit more Trick Room. Like, say you can do this, you can kind of run the basic set, and suddenly you've got threat of like, oh, say you lead Exeggutor Indeedee, you got threat of like, oh, I'm just going to Follow Me instead of Trick Room. Or you've also got a threat of, I'm going to switch in Torkoal and go for a super fast Expanding Force, potentially knocking out your very fast attackers. And this core makes a very threatening team. And you can fill in other physical like attackers. I think Ursaluna could be very good on this team, or just both Ursaluna forms. I think Ursaluna could be really good, and I think this is one of the few teams where you can build hard Trick Room and also have a mode that goes very fast. And I think a team such as this, maybe you want to make sure you have even slower. You could add, say, Hatterene if you really want to. Like there's a lot you can do here. Say we got Hatterene and Indeedee, and you've suddenly got very slow Trick Room. Say you want another support Pokemon. You could even run like a Sleep Powder user. That's another thing. If you want to, your Exeggutor could run Sleep Powder. That's another fourth move that's usually ran. And say you run like, let's just throw in an Intimidate user here. Let's say Incineroar. Let's just throw in Incineroar, and suddenly you've got a very good team that has a lot of setup for each other and really strong offensive Pokemon that can sweep, and Exeggutor is going to see one of these Pokemon that is going to take over this format, and Exeggutor has started to show it with fast Sleep Powders, fast Expanding Force, but also going to be Trick Room set for partners, and even be still enough to be a good Trick Room Pokemon against this generally getting faster format as Pokemon start to speed creep each other. As the format goes, Pokemon are going to get faster and faster and start speed creeping each other, which is going to lead to this slower Pokemon becoming even slower and making it even better in Trick Room. And I think this is going to make Exeggutor a really threatening Pokemon that down the road is going to keep getting better, and I think Exeggutor has suddenly become a really meta threat. It's very good. It does have some weaknesses, like King Gambit is a big problem with it, but because you're normally running Torkoal on these teams, and indeed for like some block, like Sucker Punch blocking, you're in a really good spot to deal with King Gambits in a way that most other teams can't. So overall, you've got a lot of good ways to beat this. I will say the biggest problem for this team is Incineroar, but say you're worried about Incineroar, Intimidate drops, Well, find a special attacking, like add a Glamora. You could just add Glamora Power or Meteor Beam, and suddenly you're looking, there's your instant answer, and you can build a team, then just add a Pokemon to deal with the weaknesses of this team, such as Incineroar, and overall it is very easy to fix these problems. And I think this Exeggutor is going to be a very strong Pokemon, and it's definitely something to watch out for. But overall, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the video, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.